We're back at the Gunn and Moore factory and we're answering some of your most asked questions today. So Dave, where are we?
Right, we're in the yard and we have stacks of willow and this is where the grading starts.
Yeah.
What we'll do out here, we've cut the willow, as you might have seen in the previous videos. We split the trees and we're now storing the willow and we're grading it into 6 different grades, which are grades 1, 2, 3, 4, Y2 and Vellum. This is grade 1. This basically grades itself.
Yeah.
Have a look at that.
Yeah, really straight grain.
Really straight grain. Very little in the way of imperfection, and any imperfection that is possibly there, we know is going to get cut out as we actually work on the wood and turn it into a bat. This could go down. As it's worked on, it could go down. But initially, we're looking at that grade 1 piece of willow, original LE.
Could this turn into a player's edition as well?
Yeah, could well do. As we go through, what you might find is, as it dries, because these are pre-hitting the kiln, so as it dries, the weight of it, that sometimes is what determines, and the pickup, how it's going to feel on the bat, that determines whether it's going to be a player's edition. Let's move on to a piece of grade 2. Now, you'll be able to see from that, can you see a little bit of colour going down the edge? Yeah. So this is a piece of willow that we're looking at. It might turn into an original, but more than likely 909, 808. Still, the grain structure across there, lovely and close. Yeah. You know, so there might be, there's a little bit of a butterfly up there. As I say, it's the colour going down. But we would hope this is going to be high end. Yeah. Your 808s, 909 grades. Yeah. Okay, so we're now moving down onto grade 3. What we've got here, a few more little imperfections. Yeah. Once again, we're probably looking at our signature, possibly 808 range of bats. Actually still relatively close grain, but you can see it's now going off at an angle. Yeah. So when they're looking at this piece of willow, they'll identify which end to put the handle in, because you might find that if the grain goes off an angle, you can probably lose that at one end and have it perfectly straight in the striking area, which is what you want. Yeah. Bit more colour coming in, as you can see we're probably a third of the way across with colour. Certain Mr. Vaughan probably would have quite liked that one. Yeah, it was, but that's where we're heading to on a grade 3. Little bit of colour, mid-range, could go up, could go down. Yeah. Okay, now we're moving on to our grade 4. Still a nice, clean piece of willow, but the width of the grains is getting wider. Yeah. Okay, like just looking here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7. By the time that's cut down, it's going to be 6 grains. Yeah. Possibly even 5. Yeah. Now, what this does, it immediately means it's coming down in the grade range. Yeah. So this probably going to be a 606, could become a 404. We can say very rarely does it work its way up the scale. Yeah. If it's nice and clean when it comes out, 606. This is our Y2 selection of willow. Y we think stands for youth. The reason we say that, you get something like this. Now, the edge on that, what we've had to do, we've cut the wood out as it's been split, and it's flaked away. Now, looking at that, that edge isn't going to be an edge on an adult bat. Yeah. But we can make probably quite a nice junior bat out of this, maybe a size 4, 5, 6. Till we cut it, we don't know until we shape it. But something like that, the actual grain on there is quite nice. Yeah. You know, it's red coming in, but actually for a junior bat, it might make quite a nice grade for a junior bat. Yeah. Whereas invariably, something like this, that looks really not, you know, there's close grain on this. You know, a few little marks, half red, but we got a knot on the side. Depending on where that goes when we cut the bat, if that carries on in and is still a knot, probably have to fill it. If we fill it, we never sell a bat where you can see the filler. So cover it, so fill, paint, face, edging tape, immediately becomes a Raiden in our range, our entry level bat.
Performance-wise, even with the filler, it could be...
It could be an absolute belter. And that's the thing, you know, like every piece of willow is different. And as I say, you could have literally a piece of LE willow, but because it's got a knot in it that we filled, immediately becomes entry level. But that's our Y2 selection. So some of that will become good kids bats, some of it will be entry level adult bats. Finally, we come to our vellum. So what have we got here? These are the ones that invariably going to end up being covered with a face, painted on the back. On this one, we've got a few knots going down the side. There you go, there's a knot on the side again. Water discoloration on the face. All in all, like we could try bleaching it, and if bleach works and it comes out, the knot comes out, it could be a 404 junior bat, maybe even a 404 Harrow or something like that. It might have a knot on it, in it. It might be on the back. We could disguise that to an extent and give it to a pro. If the face is good, and some of these got gorgeous faces at times, but because of a knot on the back, you know, it's immediately going to become a 303, or sorry, a Raiden. It's immediately going to become a Raiden. Whereas, give it to a pro, these are going to go out and use it. It's covered by stickers, you can't really see it. I don't think we're really talking Ben Stokes getting that bat. But some of the county players,
of course,
perfect.
So performance-wise, again,
once again, it could be absolutely brilliant on performance. It's just the fact that aesthetically, doesn't look very nice. You're not going to be able to get top dollar for it.
Where are we now?
So this is the grading room. It doesn't look much, but this is where the magic happens. In here we start to break down the bats into what's going to be an LE, what's going to be an 808, and what's going to be a 404. So this is where Adrian in particular works. What Adrian will do is he'll go through each of the clefts. He will identify what end the handle is going to go in, first of all, because looking at a cleft, you can look and think, not too sure about that piece of willow at the top there. That's going to get cut away if we put the handle in there. So this is where we'll start with the actual grading them down to every single grade that we have. This is an LE grade willow, and what we're basically looking for is equal grains, equal distance between the grains. You're looking for somewhere in the region of, if you can hit double figures on grains, great. Once upon a time, Granddad told me I needed 13 grains. That's probably great Granddad to us now. What you had in those days was willow that was being grown, not farmed particularly, so it was allowed to grow longer and at a slower rate. You did get willow with more grains going across. Now it's farmed, so we're planting willow. Literally for every tree we cut down, we try and plant 2 more.
But I'm assuming the colour isn't always a bad thing.
No. Michael Vaughan, and I'll show you this later. Michael Vaughan used to like his bats half red, half white. So the red colour comes from the centre of the tree, and it gets whiter as it goes out. Let's compare that. If you'd like to hold that, let's compare that to a piece of 808 willow. 808 is our mid-range. So nice quality willow. You might find slightly wider grains. As I say, as time goes on, wider grain is becoming the norm. but maybe with a few imperfections. This is going to show a little bit of colour, as I say, coming down the edge. 404 is our entry level natural willow. So what you've got here, first thing to notice, changing colour. What you'll find is the grains are a lot wider apart. We're bringing in cricket bats, 404s, currently retailing somewhere just over the £100 mark. Whereas the LE that we started with, retailing somewhere in the £700 vicinity. So each time we grade, it is the opinion of the person doing the grading. That is the thing with cricket, everything is opinion. Actually, probably a little bit more nowadays, we'll bounce the ball on every bat that goes out of here. If you bounce the ball and it hits the ceiling, that's a grade up on the one where you bounce the ball and it goes 6 inches off the bat, obviously.
Dave, we're here inside the main factory. If I pull that bat out, what grade would that be?
So, that's probably going to be a 606, widest grain going across, few little imperfections in there, maybe the grain running off a little bit at the edge, but actually, lovely clean piece of willow. Make a nice 606 out.
And what you were saying earlier about where the handle goes in, it seems like they've picked, obviously there's
marking across there, be mainly covered by sticker, you're not going to see it.
And you're not going to use that bit anyway.
Well, hopefully.
Unless you're me.
Yes, exactly. And there we go. 808, size 4 junior bat. So the place that makes bats for Ben Stokes, also making bats for 12, 13-year-old juniors. Very nice.
Thank you very much, Dave, for showing us around. That was really interesting. I'm sure that answered a lot of questions that people had around the grading of cricket bats. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video and comment down below. Thank you very much.